Hi, BookTube. It's Gina. I have a confession to make. I am a lazy cow. I admit it. I know these days we're not supposed to say that. We're supposed to get up at 5 in the morning, take a cold shower, get as much reading done as possible as quickly as we can. And I'm here to tell you that I'm just not gonna do it. Now, this time of year, especially the beginning of the year, I know a lot of people are setting reading goals and making plans for the year, and that's great. I enjoy making plans. I actually get a lot of reading done, but I want to balance out this manic productivity lifestyle that so many people are, well, I don't know if anybody actually really lives it or if they're just pretending to on YouTube, but I want to tell you that it's okay to be lazy. It's okay not to set reading goals if you don't want to. It's okay to not read as quickly as other people or read as much as other people. You know, there's a lot of books that I want to read, and so I do sometimes try and read and train myself to read faster. By being lazy, it doesn't mean that I don't get anything done or that I don't try and learn. Or here's one of my lazy cow things. My cat. Oh, look, he matches. This is Bunny. And no, not Bunny. This is Getty. Getty Lee. Isn't he cute? If you're going to be lazy, you have to have a cat cuddling in bed with you while you read. So I thought today it would just be fun to talk about some ways that we can just calm down the pressure to get stuff done. And the first thing that I like to do is just read whatever I want whenever I feel like it. Now, it's easy for me to say, I don't have kids, I work from home, I do have a certain amount of freedom in my life because I set my life up to be that way. I didn't want to have a super high paying career, have a good job, but I didn't want that to just completely subsume everything else. So I set my life up in a way that it allows me some flexibility to read and to read when I want. What I don't do is make sure that I have a book with me at all times so that I can squeeze in an extra 2 pages while I'm at the dentist office. Whatever. Sometimes I read at the dentist office, but you know, it's a different perspective. I also like to read in bed. I love to sleep in the mornings, on the weekends. I love to have coffee in bed. Sometimes my spouse does at about 10 o'clock start poking me to get up. But you know what? I love reading in bed. I love having my cup of coffee and a couple of cats piled on top of me and my Kindle. Usually when I'm in bed, I'm reading on my Kindle because I can cuddle up and I can hold it very easily with one hand, and it's super duper easy. I also like to take naps, so I am a big proponent of napping. If your body needs sleep, then sleep. If you need a little nap, take a nap. There's no real way, in my opinion, to get too much sleep. If your body needs it, I think you should take it. And you know, if you have time. Because I probably can't tell you to take a nap while you're supposed to be working, but you know, everybody gets a break. You can take a 20-minute power nap and go back to work, and it's totally fine. It's fine. The other thing I don't do is set a reading goal. Now, I do track my reading in Goodreads because I like to keep a running list of what I've read. I do like to track star ratings so that I can remember if I liked something or not. But I set my Goodreads goal at 1 so that I don't have any pressure. And I don't know. For some people, I think setting goals, it helps them, keeps them on track. They enjoy it. For me, it's not a useful tool for me. It does not motivate me to read more or to do more. It just causes anxiety. And I'm about getting rid of as much anxiety in life as you can. The other thing that I do to kind of keep things simple is, let's see, to allow myself to buy books. Now, there's nothing wrong with going on a book buying ban. I know a lot of my friends are doing that now because they want to get through their physical TBR, and that's totally cool. But for me, I want to buy a book if I want it. I don't mind collecting. I don't mind having piles of things that I haven't read. And I remember somebody, I can't remember who it was, saying, if a book is $20 and you want to buy a book, buy the book. You're not out anything. It's $20. And I agree to that. Now, to some extent, of course, I do think it's very easy on BookTube to get a little carried away and buy too many books. So you do have to balance somewhat. But when I want to buy a book, I buy a book. I love going book shopping. I love hitting the used bookstores. I love having stacks of books around. And so I let myself do that, and I don't worry about it. I really like to keep my life simple. And sometimes that means buying books, sleeping in, reading, relaxing, and not putting too much pressure on myself to accomplish.